Yeah, good day. Welcome to Multinet Design. In the continuation of our uh, 4-bedroom apartments that we are working on. So, in this particular tutorial, there was something we did last one that we create a diagram for the way the something. So nobody knows what is what in this particular building now. So what we want to do now is to introduce a little bit of graphics and some of the specific things that affect. So we'll continue with the construction of the whole project. Now, I don't like this double line that I used to say. I like a thick line, black line. So how do you get that black line that's going to be thick? So what will you do? Press VG on your keyboard or come to view. So for easy access, come to view and see feasibility graphics. You print on that. So here you click on object style. Then you scroll down and find wall. This is wall. So come to the material part and say click on default wall. Double click on that. So this is what will come out for you. Don't do anything here. So what you just need to do is to come to the graphics aspect. Then you come to cut pattern. So the cut pattern, just click on solid fill and say okay. Click OK, and I think you are done with that. So everything turned to black. From this one, give you a good impression of what you are creating. So you can do whatever you want to do easily, and it will not be too much on you. So what I'm going to do next is that I want to create a floor so that I will continue my project with easiness. So I'm going to say floor, which is architecture, and I will begin to use line to match everything together. So use external reference part and do that to create a. So anywhere you know that you are doing your, so you do that for it. So I think I'm done with that. So I can break this one into two. The reason is that I want to use it for both sides. So I'm going to click here and say if you give me this, come here and create this one for me, and at the same time give me this one. As with this one now, I'm done with the whole thing. So there's issue, you say continue, so you know do that easily. So this is done. Now when you are looking at it like this, you can quickly check your 3D and you see that everything has popped up in the reality. So now I'm having this issue because of what I'm using visibility. Check it very well. Now what are those things that have issue with you? So use hidden line. The hidden line now is still giving you this one. So come here and say coas. So if coas won't work, just click on fan. I think there is something that have issue with this one. So but don't worry, everything is under control. You can come here again and check what is the issue. You check realistic. If there is still give you that double impression, then something is wrong with the wall that you are choosing. So the problem is that I think the wall have an issue. So I'm going to click on that one and I will look at it physically. So edit the pattern. Okay. So check on this material. Let's check on the material aspect. So click on this. So this is the material that gives edit. So what you don't need to do is to change it. So what are you going to do? You can just like select a wall or choose your own pattern wall. Let me just use this mastery and let's see what will happen. So you see update. So that's where the whole issue is. So you can come back here and use hidden line. So it's giving you this one. So that's where the whole problem is. The material that have been selected is the main issue. So you go back there and change it. I don't like all those brick form. So what I just need is, so duplicate this, then use this rendering materials. So I'm going to go here. I change everything completely by just select a white. So come here and say library, and I'm going to go to wall paint. Check wall paint. So I'm going to use Mati. So Mati is, I'm going to use a flat antique white. I think that's what I want to use. So concerning the way the building looks like, so you can use it. Depends on your choice. So you can choose whatsoever that pleases you, or that's what I want to use for my own. And say okay, what happened? The pattern didn't disappear. You can select it back and remove the pattern. That's where the problem is. So let's go to graphics, surface pattern, and just say surface pattern, say none, click OK. Cut pattern, go back there too and say none. So you don't need them, let them be free, and you say okay, and you say okay, click OK, and everything complete. So now you can just go to realistic and see, save the work. I'm going to save the work somewhere. I think I have ways to save it. Let me save it here. 4x2, just say 4B and say okay. So I've not saved the project, so this is it. So this is what I have for now, and let's go back to this. So as I have this one now, I want to transfer everything to foundation before I now proceed with the. So select all instance in this field. You're going to learn something here, just pay attention. Select an instance in this field and say copy to clipboard. Now go to foundation. You are seeing what you're supposed not to see. Yeah, the reason is that you're supposed not to see this plan, this plug at the foundation, because your drawing is not reaching here. Look at it, it's flowing. But why is it that you are not seeing? So the problem is that your view range, you need to cut it off. So you come to the view range from here. So we are going to do the funny thing. So we are going to come to cost plane. We reduce this one to, let's say, 1000. So that's the normal height that we are using, or something below. So your cut plane level should be within that 1000. Let's say I'm going to use 500. Think with that, I'm okay with it. So it disappears, isn't it? So you don't see it again. So this is the best pattern that you can do. So every other one just will give you any edit. So now you can now come and paste what you have here entirely and paste it here. I've already selected it now, copy to clipboard. So or you go back again, select it now and say select all instance in this field, then say copy to clipboard. So come now to foundation, you see it's not there again, and you say paste from clipboard and paste to align to current view, because this is the current view where you are aligned to that current view. Everything is there, but those things are what are on one another. Like let's check it now from 3D. You see what I'm explaining. So now you see the wall is what's overlapping. It's supposed us to be. So thank God that it's still being selected. All what you just need to do is not change the whole configuration of it. So from here is what you do. Select it here and say you should change from the property and make it what to align with the base, at least the floor, this slab, base of the slab. So when you say 1000 minus 200 from 1000, that's 800. So you say 800 mm is the height you want them to stay. You see, so they all come and click to the base of this. Now this one is not, then you mean that this one is not 200, so this is 150. So you change it here to 200 so that you'll be able to click. So you see them now, you click together, and so that's all. So there's no any problem, nothing, everything is in order, good for you. So now we come back to this. So I'm going to say give me this close them for me. That is the foundation, close it for. So this is it. Now we can now go back to this and start doing what we have forgotten to do, or what we have a little bit neglected. So I'm going to go back to architecture and I start to pick the door. So entrance door, it's a single door I'm going to use for now. So later I'm going to be changing them one after the other. So check the properties of the door, change this one to 900, then the height to 2100. So it is okay. So from here you start from the ante room, you enter living room. So you can enter this guest room. From here now you can enter this. At the same time you later open this one for the purpose. So now you can enter here. So from here you can enter here. So from here you come out from here, and then from here now you create this door. At the same time you create another door here. So whatsoever the door you are creating here, and the same thing you create here too. So what does that mean? And you create another one here. So now let us continue the process properly. So I'm going to click this one and decide to break this into these walls, breaking them. So I'm going to do, sorry, I don't need this line anymore, sir. So now I've created a veranda here, something like a transport for this purpose. So this is entrance porch as well. This is another entrance porch for that. So now I want to look at everything critically. Get another for the visitor toilet. Not ready to do all these things for now. So get everything accordingly. So now I need, this is the anteroom, this is the visitor toilet. So I need this is the guest room. So I need its own proper. So I'm going to create this one like this. So extend this and increase the size to 1200 of that big size. So drag it, then click to set up this whole process. Now what do we have? We have a wardrobe side on this place. And you decide to convert it to closet if need be for you. So the same thing here as well. So click here and just give it a door. I'm still going to change all those door back to normal toilet door. So this room now have this toilet. Are you getting it? This is second living room. So we have anteroom, main living room, second living room. Now this one is going to be dining. So dining is supposed to be like open. You don't need to use door to get into dining. So you extend this one, then you extend this as well. So that's it. So you need entrance to the kitchen through this dining. Depends on the position where you work. I like to put it at this edge so that the whole space is going to be used for cabinets, every other area. So I like to have it in that level. So that is the kitchen. This is the lobby to access this side. So from the lobby, so this one now, the point is that somebody can be in this place and have direct access to dining, to kitchen. So that is the reason why this kitchen is set up in this way. So the people here, you may not even come here. You can lock this door completely up and not bother yourself to have anything to do with this unit, except you have a big visitor. So everybody can always be using this sitting room for whatever they want to do as a family. So that is why it's there like that, except you have a purposeful visitor that all of you will come to this place and just come and stay here. But for the family alone in their home, they can use this place to do whatever they want to do. So we align everything to the wall, make sure that the graphics is set and things like that. So that is it. Quickly let us do annotation before we call it the wrap, so that the position will be known for everyone. So here I'm going to call this one living room. Sorry, I have a typo letter here. Living room. So copy here, paste it here. So now you change this to room. So but it's going to be guest room. Okay, copy now, paste it here. So you paste this one and you call this one dining. Okay, so you call dining. So that's all. So come here, you copy this one, then you paste this one, you call it kitchen. Okay, kitchen. Okay, what else? So as you've done that, you call that kitchen. I don't think you have that. You call this one store. You call this one, you call this store. Okay, store or pantry, or whatever you call it to be. So I'm going to break this one so that you have access like the veranda to the. So now we break this up. So we do this one. Okay, so that's this for now. So now I have the extreme. This will be one room, just a room. So you can call it room 1 or whatever you call it anytime. Just I don't need to call it any name for you. So you can just use that room on your home. Depends on. So I'm going to say copy. So copy this now, put it here, and put this one. So these are the rooms. So the second one is we call this one, and you just add family there. This is the main living room, but we call this one family or private. I call it private living room. So press enter. So I don't like the way this things look. So just select and select. You don't need to select. Just click on this edit tab. So I'm going to change my. I don't like this letter architects. So let's see what will happen if I use them. So do you like this? I don't like it. So I'm going to change that and say techniques. Let me use techniques and I will use bold. So I'm going to say okay, yes, like this one. So you can have everything done in a graphic setting of this manner. So now you can set up your grid for this side as well. So and this time around you change it to letter. This time around it will be A. Just change it to A or shift A so that will give you capital letter. So any other one you are creating on this vertical line, they are going to be what? Completely A. So you can just say copy from here and be putting it to the center of the line. So and the next and here. So you're going to see A, B, C, D. So that's how it works. You just need to change the first one. The remaining one will follow step by steps. So that is what we have here. So under this graph, you can now say cast shadow, which is big. So you can just demonstrate by using graphic display, and this is where we call it a wrap after this one. So your lighting is what will control that for you. So you go to sun setting, and I will reduce this one to, I will increase this one to 75, or let me do 65, and this one I will make it 15. That's 1.5. So definitely standard and everything will be okay. Now you see okay. Can you see? So the shadow cut stuff and give you. So if you want to increase the shadow, we'll do that in the next when we are putting template and every other thing in this particular one. So this is the bedroom that we use this toilet. Why this one use that one? So I think this one has given us a confidence and everything. And you see the 3D that we have created. From it now you see the entrance and everything. So in the next tutorial we'll work more on this layer, probably starting the roof or change some of the things that are necessary. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.